But what I want to do is I'm going to lash up a square frame here. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a square, and then we're going to tie this, we're going to put this buckskin or rawhide on there. If you're into making buckskin, you're probably going to need some rawhide for other things. But we're just making a basic square. I went out and cut some saplings down, and we're just tying them together. Just like so. Just a basic square, just to hold it a little bit taut while it dries. We're going to turn this around, and then have this where we can just go ahead like so. We'll just go ahead and put that like so. Get everything put together kind of the way we want it. Just a couple cross ties on there, and most people can. Doesn't take a lot of fancy knots to do something like this. Only takes a couple minutes to throw one of these together. Just get it basically square. Then I'll show you how we lash on that. Rawhide. I'm working on my picnic table here, but we can just go like this, and we'll get our square up just like so. I guess we'll do it like this here. We'll go ahead and get our rawhide out here. We have to decide whether we're going to use baling twine or thread here. I'm going to go long ways with it. So what I want to do is I want to get, I didn't grain this. We'll just go ahead and get the neck in first. And that'll be this end right here. We already have a hole here for it, so we'll just go ahead and I'm using what they call an artificial sinew here. I'm going to get a couple long things of her. I've got a S-shaped needle here. You can find these in any taxidermy supply house. I've got the neck here. There it is right there. I'm just going to go ahead and put a hole through here. Tie that on there. Like so. Well, let's put it right up on here. We'll just get started right away on this. Just make a loop right here. It doesn't have to be. We'll just kind of try to center it up, but we'll see where we sit here. Try to get your 4 places here to start with. We'll try to get this one here. Hopefully we got enough room here. Looks like we will. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get one in the back end here. We're just going to go ahead and get it like so. Right about in the middle. And it's pulled fairly taut. Doesn't have to be real. It's going to dry up pretty good. And what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. And if I don't have a hole, I got a leg right here. So I'm going to go ahead and get a string in that. Okay. This is artificial sinew. It's pretty easy. I wasted some string there. And I couldn't get the smell of this stuff off my hands yesterday. We'll go ahead and put this one right tight to her there. Doesn't smell pretty, that's for sure. Then we'll get this one here, this leg here, and over here. They're kind of like you know, let's see what it looks like after we get around here. And just keep working it around like so. Then we'll go up here, we'll get these front legs. We're getting to the point now where we can almost tilt this up, like so. It's not going to hit the ground, I don't think. It may, but we'll see what happens here. We need to get these other front legs on here. And I'll show you, we'll get those right now. Looks like it's going to start raining on us. What's it like? I don't know what to do with the camera. Huh. I'm not doing too bad here. I got it. Yeah. Just tying it up, trying to get it a little stretchy. We'll go around it with the needle and sew the whole thing. Okay, we got this one to do over here. And we'll do that right now. If I can find my knife, get you in the foot right here. This. Then you can just leave this outside under cover. Now, and it'll dry out. It might take a while. The more humid it is, the more it'll take to dry out. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get this one tied. I don't know why it came loose, but it did. Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah. See what we're doing, we're just kind of stretching it a little bit, trying to get a little bit of tension on it. But I got things kind of screwed up here, trying to do it the fast, easy way. And I should know better, there's no fast, easy way. But anyway, this is, we'll go ahead and put one in the middle here, like so, and we'll get her pretty well where we want it. I'll show you here. Like so. We're going to go out and do some ginseng hunting again this afternoon. Try to make a little extra money. Sometimes if you try to make your living off the outdoors, like taxidermy, fishing, whatever, sometimes it helps to do a few other things too. Taxidermy, ginseng hunting, things like that. You can always make a little extra money if you're in the right areas, that is. If I was in the Southwest or whatever, I'd probably be out, or out west, I'd probably be out doing gold. Gold is good price right now. Okay. We're going to go ahead and let that hang there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find a way to set this thing up here. I want to get this where everybody can see it. And once we get her lashed together, you'll see that this thing is going to be a little bit tighter than what it is right here. You know, really all you want to do is get this skin stretched a little. So, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here, get my string somewhat where you can see her here. I'm kind of working at an angle because of my camera. Anyway, you'll see I'm going to come up here a little bit, wrap my string around, come up here. Go ahead and get some stuff here. Go ahead and wrap my thread around here, just like so, a couple times maybe, or once anyway. Well, I'll wrap it around twice just so I can hold it. Okay. I know toggles and that. Some people use toggles. I don't do that many when I got to. I just like to have some rawhide on hand, especially if I'm doing bone and arrow and stuff like that. I'll go around there twice. Then I'm going to move down this way, get this one done. You'll see that it'll start to come together here. There's no biggie. I'm going to go ahead and get some more here. Uh-oh. There we go. That there, so I can just go ahead and flip that over there, and I'm going to tie this thing off here to this one. Get my knife. Whew. Tell you what, that stuff stinks. Well, you know, you put it in that lime for 2 or 3 days, you got to expect something to happen. Most of it isn't good. Most of it's kind of a stinking mess, but anyway, what we're doing is we're getting some more thread out. You can see how it's kind of just getting taut, so that's what we're doing. I don't really care how it's on there. I mean, it looks nicer if it's put on there the right way, but I've got a little bit off my game this morning. Off my game. So I'll just go ahead and go around here. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Come back here and get this again. Now, if you're in the Mountain Man reenactments, this stuff here comes in handy because the Indians made a lot of their, what we call, packing crates and devices out of this stuff. Parfletch, they call it. They stored the food in it. They did. I'm getting to the point now where she's really starting to get a little bow in her. Getting a little tautness on her. which is good. I'll go ahead, I'm gonna be able to get this thing leaned up here a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this around here and tie it off and get some new thread. You'll see that this thread is cheap. You can buy it a couple bucks and it really goes a long way to get a pretty good spool. I get it by the quarter-pound spool. It's just artificial sinew here. Anyway, we're going to about have this thing done. You can see we just got this thing built and the skin stretched within a half an hour, which is pretty damn good, I think. Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll get this side here. Let's go ahead and get this just like so. They have a lot of natural holes. In fact, you do a lot, I should say. Okay, here we go. We're going to go ahead and get this wrapped around here. This thing here will be tight as a banjo in a couple days. You can see your string doesn't really go far. But anyway, this is the basic idea. If you're going to do this commercially for someone, it's a lot different than doing it for yourself. I'm doing this for myself up against the shed, and this is the way it'll be. A nice height, just like that. I think it'll turn out okay. We got ourselves rawhide hide. I'll hang it out here under the shed. Looks nice. Then we'll get back and we'll show you what to do with it after it's dry. Anyway, that's what it's going to look like. And I'll put that rack in a storage area. You can build one that's more durable, but I think this will do it, and that'll give me some nice rawhide. Anyway, that's the way it is. Hope you can use these tips. This is our piece of rawhide we hung up out here a couple days ago. Only took a day to dry, but it's like paper thin now. You can see your hand through it. It's just you hold it up to the light, you can see your hand underneath. It's anyway, this can be used for the backing of bows. You can cut it real thin. Use it for knife handles, the sheath or a sheath, the inside of a sheath, or for tying thongs, things like that, or the bottom of moccasins. It's pretty versatile. Anyway, that's a nice piece of rawhide that we can use for virtually anything. It turned out nice. Lasts forever, just like that. You don't have to do a thing to it, just store it where it's dry. What you can do when you get ready is just go ahead and roll it up like so, and wrap a string around there, and it'll stay like that forever. So the Indians made a lot of what we'd call suitcases and storage containers out of this stuff. And I suppose it worked a lot better with heavier hides like buffalo and lamb or elk. But I mean, I've seen some of the old ones, and they're very good workmanship on them, and they really stood the test of time. They're still around now. So anyway,
that's all there is to, we got our buckskin right here. We got our rawhide here. I mean, we could do a couple of these, we'd have winter clothes. All right, thanks a lot for watching this video.